Well, Daniel Benad has just been appointed the Regional ANZ General Manager for Global Software Support Leader, Rimini Street. Now, they're working with some of Australia's biggest companies and government agencies by helping them create budget, not consume it. Daniel joins us now. Welcome to Ticker News.
Good morning, Adrian. How are you?
Going really well. Thanks for your time. So tell us a little bit about Rimini Street to begin, and what does it do for companies in Australia in particular?
Rimini Street is a software support and maintenance provider for enterprise ERP and database platforms such as SAP, Oracle, Salesforce and others. As you said, we work with around 140 customers in Australia and New Zealand. We currently have customers such as Ampol, Origin Energy, Elders, Hearing Australia, Auckland University, Toll, and also many federal government departments. What we do with our customers, instead of consuming budget, we create it. It's quite simple.
So tell us more about that. It has a good ring to it, consuming budget, but creating it. It's a bold claim, but how do you actually go about doing that?
Software and maintenance support fees paid by Australia's largest, a lot of companies in Australia, to SAP and Oracle. The margin on those fees is around 90 to 95%. What we do is we reduce that fee by 50%, and that's what we charge for our support services. It's that simple.
So you just save the money in a way, but is there another value to the business? What's the catch?
It's actually a much more enhanced support service than Oracle or SAP would provide. One of the extra things we provide is we provide a primary support engineer who gets to intimately understand your platform environments. Secondly, what we do is a lot of these ERP systems have been with these large companies for over 20 years, and they're highly customized to their own business processes. We provide support to those customizations. SAP and Oracle also provide it, but at a very high cost. We provide it as part of our support fee. And thirdly, we provide market-leading service level agreement. In terms of P1 or when your system goes down, your customers cannot interact with you. We guarantee to get back to you within 10 minutes, whereas Oracle, SAP, it's best efforts within 1 hour. So there's some real difference in the actual support service.
So it sounds like you work across a number of sectors. When you're speaking to them, what are the common issues that they're facing in Australia as we, fingers crossed, come out of the pandemic very slowly, of course?
Fingers crossed. I speak to CIOs every day across Australia and New Zealand, very candid conversations about, their top priorities and what they have to achieve coming out of the pandemic. Really the number one thing on their mind right now is the war for talent. Most of these large companies that Rimini Street supports across Australia and New Zealand did go through a lot of redundancies. They let a lot of people go over time, and unfortunately the skills that were with the companies have now left. Now they're being asked to do a lot more with less. Unfortunately, the skills are very thin on the ground. So that's the number one thing. The number two thing is security. All over the news recently, I know Nine Network was hacked a couple of weeks ago, and we continue to hear these types of challenges across the IT environment. Rimini Street has seen a very large uptick of the sales of our security software. So that's number two. And number three is doing more with less. I see CIOs' budgets are certainly not going up. They're either flat or reduced. So they're having to stretch their employees. They're having to stretch their money across their IT environment. So the three main challenges CIOs face right now.
Daniel, great to chat today. How can we learn a bit more and stay in touch?
Visit riministreet.com. You can read all about our company and the advantages we can help save money and ultimately save jobs.
Appreciate your time on Ticker News. We'll talk really soon.
Thank you.